up, everybody? Happy Monday. Today is December the 15th on a Monday. It is colder than snot still outside, but you know what? We are here. We are live-ish. We are recording, but we're having some fun. Definitely check out that song for the Christmas holidays. Halcyon doing Carol of the Bells. If you like some rock, you like some different music, you like some fun stuff that doesn't normally get played, that is why we are here. Okay. Lots of stuff going on leading up to the holiday season here, at least in this neck of the woods. We are seeing a lot of things coming around. One of the biggest things, I think, and I'm seeing all these little AI videos, and you know how AI is, totally believable, right? Because it's on the internet, it's true. No, one thing that's been popping around is Disney Plus has their version, and that's what we're going to call it. Sorry about that. Disney Plus has their version, okay, of the Power Rangers reboot that we all grew up with, enjoyed so much from the 90s all the way up until today for the last 32 and a half years. They're saying now, Disney says that most of the casting for the reboot has already been completed. So it'll be interesting to see who and what direction they choose to go with. Because with Super Sentai ending their series, there's no Japanese footage for the US to try and steal. So that means they're going to be creating their own storylines, their own suits, their own bad guys, their own everything with this. So we are going to see, hopefully, some decent storytelling. Okay. And I say that, with a grain of salt. That's what you try to take it with. But hopefully it's good. Hopefully we can see something positive come out of it. One of the other things, with it being a Monday, we had wrestling over the weekend. If you guys are wrestling fans, we saw John Cena's final match, which a lot of people are mad about because he lost. If you watch wrestling, if you know how to tell a story, that's exactly how it should have ended. People are mad. People are mad to the point where there's actually video footage floating around that's not AI of the fans chasing the guy who was his opponent down the street because they are so pissed. It is insane how bad it is. But that's storytelling. Okay? They wanted to invoke emotion, and by God, I don't care what anybody says, they invoked enough emotion with that match. So, he's not done yet, though, guys. Okay? It was announced, the week before, Wednesday, Tuesday, 6-7, one of those days. Can't remember. I'd have to look it up and actually see. But the article did read from him that he did sign a 5-year contract with WWE, John Cena. Okay. He did sign a contract with WWE to pretty much be a trainer, an influencer, work behind the scenes, help build up people in the meantime. So we have that going for ourselves on that. So we're not done with John Cena. John Cena is still going to have his hands in things and being able to continually leave his footprint, leave his mark on professional wrestling. Okay. Everybody knows who John Cena is. Okay. The video package that they gave him towards the end and throughout the entire show, because the show is for him. Okay. The show was for him. And you had Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. Who's that loser from the Patriots? Tom Brady. That's who it is. Sorry, New Englanders. But I'm a Colts fan no matter what, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But I'm a Colts fan, so, Tom Brady always sucks. But he is a GOAT in his own respect, so I do give credit where credit is due. But they had a lot of different people, and it was not just sports athletes. It was talk show hosts, other wrestlers. Gabriel Iglesias was on and talking about him and how what the impression and the footprint that he was leaving just from like his perspective. So it was really cool to hear all of what was going on. So, guys, calm your jets. It is not the end of the world right now, okay? It is not over. No matter how pissed you were as far as what was going on. Okay, so let's calm down. What I am more interested in, though, is tonight, because, Monday Night Raw. This is echoing back to when, if you're a professional, if you're a fan of professional wrestling, okay, be it televised, if you go support your local indie shows, things of that nature, no matter what did I just drop? I don't know, guys. We are still like building here, so I just knocked something off and I don't know what it is, and nothing's broken, so we're just gonna roll with it. But this is echoing back to 10 years ago, I want to say, somewhere around there, when Roman Reigns defeated The Undertaker. He was booed out of the stadium or the arena the next night that they were in. So I'm expecting nothing less than that when it comes to what tonight's going to bring with Gunther and everything. So definitely going to be listening in and getting opinions from other people as that comes through. Excuse me. So one of the other things, as I said, I'm a Colts fan, born and raised in Indianapolis. Okay. We had Phillip Rivers re-debut. Man, almost made it to be able to get picked for the Hall of Fame. Almost. But he took a snap yesterday as a starting quarterback, and now he's got to wait another 5 years from whenever he decides to hang up his cleats again that he had to get out of his trophy case. He didn't... I don't want to say the Colts did bad. I mean, it was a last-second field goal that San Francisco made. I don't know. I've taken an nap since then. The other team, okay, they lost like 18-16. That's not a bad score for a team that has not been the greatest these last handful of seasons, but at the same time, a quarterback that's come back and hasn't taken a snap since I think late 2021. Okay, the last time he took a snap before yesterday was that long ago. So hat tip to the fact that he still like made the attempt and didn't totally suck. Okay, he had a touchdown, an interception, and I think they marked him at 120 yards. That's not bad. Okay, that is not bad at all. So hopefully it can be like one of those that, okay, we got everything out of our system this week, we can do it a little bit better next week, and then a little bit better next week. All I know is that I'm laughing at my little brother because Kansas City is not in the playoffs anymore. They don't have a contention. So for the first time in, I think, 10 years as well. 10 years seems to be a really common theme here with it. But it is something else, guys. It is something else. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's look at some oddities as we're skimming through. I didn't really have anything else. I have one more thing, but we're going to hold off until the very end. Starlink is one of those big ones that's been coming around. If you are a user of Starlink through SpaceX and Elon Musk, they changed up their monthly subscriptions for their internet, so you can't get like a cheap internet anymore. You got to only get like their $80 plan as their base, and I think the other one's a $120 a month or something weird. I was looking at it the other day, trying to see what type of deals they had compared to anything else going on, because you're always looking for that better deal at the end of the day. Am I right? You're always looking for that. Let's see what we got here. Other than, you know, a Taco Bell got ransacked the other night because of an employee got pissed off at somebody. I don't know. I have to reach out and talk to some people about that to see exactly what went down. I feel bad for that GM, though, dude. Some of those photos, the employee just went, screw this, and just launched everything. Was ripping food off the line, throwing it. Well, what else we got here? Baltimore cyclist finds joy in collecting lost hubcaps and stringing them together into art. Okay. That's not bad. Hey, art's art. If you like art, then you can find joy and content in looking at a bunch of hubcaps and you can see the art in it. Hats off to you. Okay, I don't see art in that, but you know what? To each their own. What else we got here? It's not all the stuff that's going on right now is what you would see normally. Okay, there's nothing there. Okay. And that's what I don't like. I like finding that stuff that gets pushed under the radar. I like that stuff that doesn't get a lot of news, but definitely is worth knowing because it gets undermined by everything else. Because there's a lot of stuff going on with that. To round us all off today, we are going to be entering a new project. Hopefully we can have something for you guys by Christmas. One of the things that we were looking into for 2026 is we were actually going to start building audiobooks for all of our products, for other writers' products. You'll probably get some snippets of it a little bit in advance over on TikTok, Crop, on our page there. But at the same time, you're going to be getting like you can get full length versions of them everywhere else. Okay. Not long after. So be on the lookout for that. We are in the process of working on one story right now. We're just going to drop them one at a time. We are working on one of ours, Salem, if you guys haven't got into that. So you will see something of that coming out, like I said, probably at least the first little bit over the Christmas and New Year's holiday. And then we'll have more released throughout 2026. That is one of our big things that we're going to be pushing for. And we're just going to step up from there. Okay. It's going to be fun. I promise you guys. So if anybody else knows of anything crazy going on, please let us know, because it is going to be one of those things that we like being the oddballs out. We like giving you guys craziness that you will like and enjoy because it is different. We like being different. We like marching to the beat of our own drums. As you can tell in the background, we are just doing that little rhythm tap through the whole thing. I like how that drum is there. But you guys all have a wonderful day.